Hey there everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 23rd. The time right now is approximately 3:54 p.m. and the temperature is a pretty, almost muggy 23 degrees Celsius. I'm right at the intersection of King and Bathurst, right outside Toronto's oldest tavern from 1849. And I'm going to be walking towards Liberty Village right before I start work. So walk with me. And, you know, rush hour is approaching and people have been taking full advantage of their horns to the point where it's almost moronic, but you know, it is what it is. It is Toronto after all. And it's my second day working at this place, so it's a relatively short distance. I'll be keeping an eye on the time though, because I do need to be there by 4:30. And you know, construction as usual goes on pretty much most places you go. And you know, I passed by here yesterday checking out some of the restaurants and businesses and establishments here. I passed by Pizza Hut that had some pretty good deals. A UPS van just making a delivery, I'm assuming. At a kitchen table, and I've never been in there. Seems like a pretty decent market, maybe something similar to Raba. Got a Tim Hortons here. And yeah, traffic is definitely getting backed up all the way to the lights there. So yeah, officially the second day of fall. So yeah, I'm not quite feeling the fall weather as much as I want to right now, but hopefully we're close to getting there. The next few days or so, the temperature should drop a few degrees. And we got fresh sliced pizza here. A medium for $13. Extra large for $23. That's pretty expensive. It seems like sort of a discount pizza place until you see the price, and it's like not really at all. Got a wine rack, 503. And I'm approaching Tecumseth, and I am in a little bit of a hurry, so I want to make this light. I made the mistake a couple of days ago of after getting off the Queen streetcar heading westbound, I got off at Shaw and decided to go a bit more west, which was a dumb move because I was trying to go south to Queen and it was kind of blocked off by the train tracks. So I went on this huge roundabout going back and forth, pretty much wasted over 20 minutes trying to get to my destination. So that's definitely a mistake I won't be making again. That's a pretty large Shoppers Drug Mart. One with convenient grocery selections. And you can rent your Tangerine bikes right out front here. And I actually used to live pretty much in Liberty Village way back in 2010, 2011. So I'm very familiar with this area, but obviously a lot has changed in the last 14 to 15 years, of course. But a lot still remains the same. One obvious factor are the amount of condos now. Several more than there was then, but a lot of the businesses that I used to go to are here still, so and of course tons of cannabis shops, which obviously did not exist back then, but this one is one of those, you know, we're on sovereign land and exercising our constitutional inherent rights, which is, yeah, this means that it's not legal, it's not Ontario authorized, but you see these everywhere. There's a Cold Cuts, pretty funny name for a salon. It's pretty high end, pretty expensive, I would assume. And yeah, that printing house was there back in 2010, so it survived the essence of time. And of course COVID, as obviously many businesses were struck by that. And unfortunately a lot of independent family businesses. And there's a look down Niagara. There's a school right around the corner. You can't see it now, but now you can. There's no bike lanes. But go down to the next street and you have very protected bike lanes, spacious, both for westbound and eastbound. And Stanley Park, not to be confused with the Stanley Park in BC, of course. There's a playground over there, see a bunch of kids having a good time. And you got a baseball diamond here. And there's a dog park there in the distance. I think it's for all types of dogs, all sizes. But it's obviously quite spacious. And the lawn is, well, the grass in general, maybe a huge lawn, is very well maintained, pretty clean. Don't see any litter or anything, so that's always nice. And again, I gotta keep an eye on the time here. I'll try to keep this around maybe the 25-minute mark. A little bit shorter than my usual pre-records, but you know, I haven't done any in about a week, so I'm putting the plug on lives for now, so I got to keep up some consistency for content. Lots of benches, picnic benches. So pretty convenient if you just want to sit and relax and have a coffee or smoke or vape, whatever you do. Or even just eat some lunch. Bunch of dogs running around having a good time. Stanley TE. I do not know what TE stands for. Heard of Boulevard, Street, Avenue, etc. I've never seen TE, so call me stupid maybe, but maybe someone in the comments below can tell me what that means, or I could just Google it myself since Google is free. But obviously looks residential, but very old, kind of run down, and I wonder if it's occupied. You could see stuff in there, but like no lights on, and kind of looks uninviting. So I'm wondering, it's only a matter of time before this is just a demo job. And I see someone coming out there, so yes, obviously still very much occupied. And the shoppers that we just passed by used to be on the corner here. on Strawn. And they just moved it down. I don't think DoorDash was a thing in 2010, but here it is now. The PC Express Rapid Delivery. 30 minutes or less. And you see crane after crane after crane. And another one there. Construction never stops in Toronto. 6 Cents Spa and Nail Lounge. Or those different businesses. So I see like alcohol bottles here. But it seems to be part of the same business. I'm a little confused by that, but all right. And where the Shoppers used to be is now replaced. It was quite long and extended, so I think my roti place, Alibaba's, and Pizza Nova all took over where Shoppers used to be. Okay, again, I'm gonna try to make this. I always seem to catch it just before it turns red. And I'm gonna go south from King now. Liberty Village is approaching, and you see the bike lanes have now spawned. And I always like the X's in the windows up there. This building has been here ever since I can remember, so pretty cool. Almost kind of reminds me of Hotel X, which of course is not too far from here either. It's a funny name for a street. Kenneth Street. So if you want to head to Liberty Village, do not go that way. You'll be stuck at a dead end and just have to backtrack. That's the tricky part when you get to this area if you want to head south. Now, it looks like a big German Shepherd coming out. He has a muzzle on. And missing one leg. Aw, poor boy. Your dog's very handsome. It's a boy, right? All right, my bad. I'm sorry. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I can see why he has a muzzle on. Yikes. Now the other dog is barking. Okay, I learned my lesson, didn't I? I'm sorry, I did not mean to disturb the neighborhood. Oh, boys. All right, well, just waiting for the light to change here. There's a little corgi, I think. Cute little dog. Aw. I always love seeing different types of dogs, you know. I am a huge animal lover after all. And yeah, I don't think this condo was under construction 2011-ish, but I don't think any of these condos were here back in that time period. So look overhead here. Down below is where the GO trains go. And of course, CN Tower, BMO Tower. You can see the Sky Tower kind of creeping behind it there, getting taller each day. And you can kind of see the GO train. Of course, I just missed it, but it's not really visible from here anyways with all these bars in the way. And this is where short little street of Ordnance meets East Liberty. So here's obviously the right turning lane for vehicles, and you have this vulnerable bike lane. When it gets to this point, it becomes very vulnerable, but that soon ends once you get across the lights and you're more protected again. All right, entering East Liberty Village now. So Wendy's there. Barbecue chicken place. I would call it anything else if it wasn't labeled barbecue chicken, but that's exactly what it's called. And burgers and fries forever. Got a little parkette here. Well, it's called a park, but it looks the size of a parkette to me. Gateway Park. Seems like another little area you can bring your dogs to run around for. Oh, it's a coyote hotspot. Uh-oh. Yes, do not leave your animals unattended. And more condos, and this is pretty much the land of the condos in East Liberty Village. Hammock. So it's pretty residential for this little stretch. All lock boxes must be registered. Okay. Then when you get to here, you have sort of this plaza open complex. You'll have a Metro, you have a TD Bank, you'll have a Starbucks, I think that's still there, LCBO, a bunch of places to eat, as you'll see in a minute or two. Nicely trimmed hedges here. Some more construction dudes clanking away. And this is obviously a very old building, residence. I have no idea what time period from, but if it was over 100 years old, it wouldn't surprise me. And I'm really feeling that sun coming down. Ugh. I do sweat more than the average person, but I can't say I enjoy sweating. And I'm not really feeling much of a breeze, so, you know, it is what it is, I guess. It's one condo after another, isn't it? Probably one of the highest concentration areas of condos, to be honest, that I've seen, even more than downtown. Liberty Village Park. Traffic flow is fairly heavy. Okay, and I'm approaching my destination. I'm not going to go to exactly where I work, but not too far away. What the heck happened here? In fact, I think I'm gonna go up here. And I got a good 15 minutes before I have to head into work. I'm pretty close, so I'll consider this pretty much a wrap up soon, and off to work I go. Another UPS van, also on standby. And here's where all the businesses start. Liberty Place. Another condo of the several amount that there are here. And I guess the first business in proximity is Myraya. I probably completely butchered that name, but it's East Indian Roti. I'm not too good with foreign names. 90% of them I will butcher. My apologies. And there's a CIBC. A Dogtopia, which is pretty huge. It's like a spa for dogs, which is awesome. And there's a metro I was talking about, and you can kind of see in the distance that there is a Starbucks in there as well. So I'm not really sure if the other Starbucks remains. So let me just take a quick dip around the corner here. You got Johnny Walker here, but you're watching Kyle Walker, and maybe you can watch Johnny Strides after. Ha ha ha. I thought you have like a unique sound. See, even he was laughing at my joke. All right, and that Starbucks still is there. It's under the Good Life Fitness, and there's a Harvey's there, Global Pet Foods. There used to be a beer store here. It was an express one though, where you weren't able to return empties. I think it's now the Panago Pizza, Enterprise. But of course you can buy wine, beer here, and you have an LCBO around the corner. So there's not really much you can't get around this area. All your needs are set. And I think it's about time to wrap this up. So on that note, thank you for watching. My name is Kyle Walker. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, and turn on the notification bell. For all videos are personalized, I'm always grateful, and I will see you all in the next one. Walker out.